Hello, hello, I'm the official name raider. My job is to look through the first page of Google, review the nicknames provided by the internet, and then give my recommendations at the end. Today we're looking at Skrelp and Dragalge, a Pokemon that I'd actually like to try out on a team one day, but because it takes so late to evolve, there's literally no point. It'd be better off in a randomizer. So although he had a very lucky home run the other day, he's back to swinging foul balls and strikes all the time here. So, Kildra Dracillus. No. Both of these nicknames are banging in the sense that they sound badass and intimidating. No, they're banging in the sense that I'm banging my head against the wall wondering why you came up with this horse shit. Leviathan Shipwreck. Those aren't interesting either, but it does bring up an interesting thing I'm curious about. Its Pokedex entry claims that it attacks and sinks Destroyer, passing ships that are dared across its territory. If so many of these Pokemon are dangerous and like doing shit like that, you'd think that they'd have more organization and control. Cause like imagine you're on a cruise ship, right? You know, you just enjoying yourself, and then a Dragalge just fucking ruins your day. Like Pokemon are kind of assholes. And then lastly, Biohazard. We've seen this one in the past multiple times from him. It's totally fine as a nickname, though I'm not gonna lie, I am curious to look back and see how many times he suggested this nickname. You're a mystery, SpongeBob. I'll acknowledge mystery just for the sake of it and nothing else. Only because they're talking about like seahorses and stuff. So I'm like, alright, fine. This episode's looking like a dud. Oh no, this is real. Man, I saw this and I actually thought this was one of those like bots that just makes up a bunch of random shit that have nothing to do with anything. But no, this is a real person. Big oof, my guy. We're gonna get this one out of the way because I'm tired of seeing it. I've seen it a few times and even people make reference and response like, hey, no one say it. Any sort of weed jokes are just not funny ever at all. I've also seen Kelpie a couple of times, and I chose to ignore it because it's just not interesting as a nickname. And even then, we saw it a bunch on like the Keldeo episode. So on the Reddit post where it's like, what do you usually nickname your Pokemon? Like they said Kelpie, based off some thing that drowns people or whatever. But it's like, okay, but that's, I think they said like mythical seahorse or something like that. I don't know. Regardless, we saw it all the fucking time for Keldeo, and it wasn't interesting then. It's not interesting now. Yet again, he ended up with 2 different posts, so we get to go through it again. Venogon! Yeah, I'll pass. Leviathan Hydro, we've seen that a bunch and I don't really care for it. Serpentine, not interesting. Shipwreck, Biohazard, we already talked about. Korodra, you can really tell he's struggling here. It's like, man. Anyway, we've reached the bottom. This episode was a dud. Like, it fell flat on its face. And I mean, I didn't have anything written down, nor do I have any personal suggestions, nor do I have anything on the spreadsheet, nor have I checked if we have comment suggestions. The answer is we don't. Okay, so there you go. So yeah, this thing fell pretty fucking flat. And if you want me to be honest, I understand it. I don't know what sort of direction to even push in to give advice and be like, oh, well, think about this and think about that. Like, this one's kind of a weird one. So, I'm just going to wish you all luck and hope that there are more creative people out there that see this video and can help and give us an idea and steer us in the right direction. So, any ideas you have, feel free to put in the comments below. Give a thumbs up to the ones you think are good. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Best of luck.